Hello friends, in this video I am going to explain various AI concepts beyond basics that are useful to work in real world AI projects. First, let us see what is Model Context Protocol. Model Context Protocol is the universal translator. It helps to interact with various tools, APIs, applications, data. Without MCP, the large language model will struggle to interact and communicate with various tools, APIs, apps, and data. So it is a standard way to communicate with various tools. With the help of this model context protocol, large language model will be able to understand what information is required and how to use it. We will give the description of the tool. So large language model will understand the text description of tool, and if it is required it will use that tool. So that helps to identify what information is required at what step and to use that information. It is a standard way. Imagine if you are a traveler traveling to the abroad, then the translator will help to connect various restaurants, order the food, or to understand various things in the attractions. Model context protocol is like a translator in a standard way to communicate with various tools to understand the information and to use that information. Next, let us see what is context engineering. Context engineering is the art of designing the right input to the prompt. It involves providing the right instructions as input to the model. It involves providing right examples to the model. It involves providing the right relevant data to the model so that the model can use this context to provide the more accurate response. It also provides past conversations as input to the model. Without that context, model will struggle to provide the accurate response because large language model is trained on the public data which has some cutoff date. So context engineering involves structuring the prompt and providing additional examples from different sources and also providing past conversation history to the model. Now let us see what are the agents. Agents are autonomous digital assistant. They have some goal, objective, and they will be able to search on the internet and they can decide on its own what task to execute next and they can act on its own. So basically agents, they can think and they can take decision and they can plan to achieve the goal with the help of the tools. These are various tools. It is also able to search on the internet. It can connect to the internet. It can execute the code. It can evaluate itself whether it is right or wrong and decide the next action. So agents can plan, think, react, and decide with the help of various tools available in the environment. Now let us see what is chain of thought. Chain of thought is showing the step-by-step reasoning. It breaks down a complex problem into multiple steps and provides the answer. So first it breaks complex problem into steps, then it calculates each step and provides the response. For example, in this case, this is mathematical problem, then it calculates part A, then it verifies that, then it provides final answer. So by this way, it provides more explainability as well as accurate answer. Now let us see what are the reasoning models. Reasoning models are designed for deeper thinking. So they will be able to analyze. They are not like just writing the text or creating some output response. First they will analyze, then they will plan, then they will also apply chain of thought, various steps to solve the problem, and they will be able to evaluate and they will be able to provide the response with reasoning. So basically they are going to use chain of thought process to provide explainability and reasoning for the answer. GPT 5.1, GPT 5, that is reasoning model. And let us see now next what are multimodal models. Multimodal models are able to understand multiple data types. They will take the input like voice, text, images, and they will be able to provide the response also in different languages. So they can take input in different forms, voice, text, audio, image, as well as they will be able to produce the output in different forms. They are called multimodals. Even GPT-5 is multimodal. GPT-4o is another multimodal. It is able to process images also. Now let us see what are small language models. Small language models are compact and smart. That means they use less resources. We can able to run them on iPhones, fast and efficient on devices. However, large language models, they need data centers, large heavy compute, right? They will be powerful, but they are slow because it takes a lot of time to perform the computations with billions of parameters. Here, the number of parameters are less, but they're very useful to run on small devices and very efficient. Now let us see what is distillation. Distillation is transferring knowledge to transfer smaller models. For example, the expert model, teacher model, GPT is teacher model. Then student model is a lightweight model. It will get the knowledge from the GPT model and create a new model using the knowledge from the GPT. So, for example, DeepSeek, that is the distillation model, as there was a big discussion when the DeepSeek was released. So this is quicker and we will be able to run on the compute which has less capacity when compared to the stronger model, and also less expensive student models because they are already trained on the curated knowledge from the GPT models. Now let us see what is quantization. Quantization is shrinking models for speed. Here the models have 32-bit precision, large language models, but if we apply the quantization, it will compress the output to the 8-bit precision. So they are smaller, but they are faster. So whenever we want to run our models on less capacity using less resources, we can use this quantization method where it will be shrinking the parameters, but it will give the 8-bit precision. It is useful to utilize the less resources with tolerance. If we want to deep dive into these concepts, there is a website, Gurudev. You can go to the website and enroll for this. Thank you.